the country club this morning and looked at the large banquet room, but it just doesn't seem cozy enough for the kind of intimacy that you want for the party.
Well, do they have a smaller room to rent?
Yeah, they do, but it's booked.
Great. So where does that leave us?
Well, how about the Orient Express?
Yeah, but do they do this kind of thing?
Not a lot, but I talked to them this morning and they said they could accommodate us.
Well, sounds as if you've been very busy today, Dr. Donald.
Well, you know me, Dr. Kelton. If I take on a project, I keep pushing until I get it finished.
Well, that's why I wanted you to help me, Heather. You're a doll. Thanks. I couldn't have done this myself. Well, I've got an expectant couple waiting to find out if they're going to have a boy or girl. I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Zach.
Nurse Bryant.
What was that all about?
Nurse Bryant.
I just want you to tell me which one you like the best.
Oh, honey, you bought them both. Does it make any difference?
I know, I couldn't believe you let me buy both of them. But I think this one's more chic. But then there's this one on the other hand. Just hold still for a minute. Yes.
Gina.
Just hold still. Let me take a look.
Gina.
Oh, come on. You know you get a kick out of it.
Spiked heels, yes, but hats do nothing for me.
Oh, I love it. I love it on you.
Good. Well, then you wear it.
Well, I was planning on it.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
phone
listen,
aside.
I told you not to call here. I want you to call me.
Right a little higher, do you think?
Why not? Why not?
A mess
Listen, I am the
here.
district attorney. I don't care what.
Oh, but
Okay.
my hair's a mess.
All right, okay, this is the station.
You know, I was just thinking when we get sunny all in place, I can buy the whole hat shit.
All right, I gotta go.
What do you think? You know, I'd like to go. Guess you really like the hat.
Mason? Father, come on in. Thanks for coming over so quickly.
Well, I came as soon as I got your message. Morning.
Hi, Michael.
So, what would you like to talk to me about?
Well, Julia and I had a long talk last night about the fact that I drink a little too much. Or maybe that I drink a lot too much, and she thought maybe you might be able to help me slow it down.
Well, I've had some experience with alcohol abuse. I'd be happy to talk to you about it.
Maybe I should take a walk on the beach or something.
No, actually, I'd like you to stay. I'll need to ask both of you some questions.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Can this be the same woman who tossed and turned all night long?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep you awake.
No, I'm fine. I just don't believe anyone could look so radiant with so little sleep.
Actually, I don't feel tired at all. I guess it must be the baby.
Think the kid's giving you extra energy or something?
Well, with everything as crazy as it's been lately, I've really been able to look inside of myself, you know, and get some
What is it, babe? Eden?
I need to sit down.
Well, I don't see why Julia has to be here. I mean, we're talking about my drinking, aren't we?
Yeah, well, doesn't your alcohol abuse affect Julia?
I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm the one who's drinking.
Well, many people find that in order to stop the cycle of abuse, they have to change the dynamics of a relationship. Now, something in the way you two are interacting may be encouraging your drinking.
I know that in spite of everything I've said, I've enabled him in the past.
What?
Her actions or lack of action has allowed you to continue your behavior.
I love you, and I want to help you get through this. And the hard part is that I know that I might have to let you suffer a little.
Absolutely. Many people can't see the light until they hit rock bottom.
Now, wait a minute. What is all this about rock bottom and suffering? Julie and I are supposed to be married, stand by each other.
Not if that's going to prolong your drinking problem.
Well, I'm beginning to wonder whose side you're on, Father.
I'm not taking sides. I want what's best for both of you, but the important thing is what the two of you want.
I want to marry you. I want us to be a family.
Well, yeah, that about sums it up for me, too.
But as long as you drink, it's destructive for Samantha and me, and I can't marry you until you quit drinking.
Now, wait a minute. There's no need to panic here. I said that I would quit.
Mason, Maybe Julia would like some show of good faith, just to start things off.
Like what?
You have a wine collection that maybe you could get rid of?
A wine collection, yeah. Well, I could sell that.
And what do you want from Julia, Mason?
Well, she pretty well laid it on the line.
Well, the life that Julia is talking about specifically rules out drinking. Are you sure you understand that?
Well, if that's what it takes, then I'll have to cut back.
No, Mason, you can't drink anymore because if you take one drink, you can't stop and you can't handle it.
All right, then I'll just give it up altogether, I guess.
But I get the feeling you don't feel that's necessary.
Like I said, it's what Julia wants.
Well, Julia's insisting on that because she thinks you're an alcoholic. Do you agree with that?
I'm not sure what you want from me here. Now, I've said that I would quit. I think that about wraps it up.
Well, I think the important thing is whether you consider yourself to be an alcoholic.
I've said that I have a drinking problem. I think that's about enough for one session.
Julia, would you mind if I took Mason for a ride?
Do you want me to come?
No. I don't see any point in any further joint counseling right now. I think Mason and I need to talk about something alone.
So, what's going on between you and Zach?
Oh, come on, Scott.
I'm just asking a question, that's all.
Zach's just having a little party for some of his colleagues.
So what does that have to do with you? You're not in obstetrics.
I'm just helping him plan it.
You're helping him plan it? Exactly what does that mean?
Come on, Scott. Zach's schedule was a killer this week, so I'm helping make some of the arrangements. The restaurant, the food, you know.
No, I don't know. How can you make arrangements if you don't go to, unless you go to the party?
I am going to the party. I'm sort of the hostess.
Sort of?
Scott, come on. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just doing a favor for a friend.
Oh, right, Heather. You know, but somehow to me it seems like it's a little more than just a favor for a friend.
Oh, Scott.
Come on, Heather. The guy is throwing a party and you're playing hostess? I mean, don't you think all the people at the party are going to think that you're his girlfriend, or even worse, his wife?
Oh, Scott, what? Now you care what other people think?
Where Zach is involved, yes, I am.
Scott, come on. As long as I've known Zach, there's never been anything more than a friendship between us.
If it's no big deal, why didn't you tell me? Why did you keep it a secret all this time?
Because I knew you'd think the wrong thing.
Look, Heather, you know, you've told me over and over again that there's nothing romantic going on between you and Zach, but as much as I want to believe that, I have a very difficult time accepting this friendship that you have with him.
So what am I supposed to do? Just back out? Tell Zach that I can't help him with the party because of my boyfriend?
This sounds good to me.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Forget it. I've got to go prep for surgery.
Scott, don't walk away in the middle
Look,
of this.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought one of us should remember we're supposed to be working here, not playing social director.
You know, maybe you should just go back to bed. You couldn't have gotten more than 3 hours of sleep.
No, I feel fine. It was just a cramp or morning sickness or something. It's gone.
Yeah? Wouldn't hurt to give Zach a call, though.
There's no reason to bother him.
After all you've been through the last couple of weeks, I'm sure he'd understand.
What he would understand is that you are being a very overprotective father-to-be.
Yeah, but he told us just last night we should call if there was any problem at all.
Exactly, and there is no problem. So we don't need to call.
Are you sure?
Positive. And I'm going to feel even better when I get to the studio and I start my work.
What, not today?
Yes, today. I've got the news at noon.
Darling, don't you have enough on your mind, enough to think about without the news at noon?
We talked about this. I like having something else to think about that takes me away from thinking about other things. We've had this conversation 10 million times.
I know we have. I just think it could wait until tomorrow.
Honey, I have some time before I have to be at the studio to relax. You can hover over me and wait on me like a paid slave, if you like, honest. All you want, honest.
Oh, I can?
Yes.
Oh, well. Oh, paid slave, huh? What would you like?
I'll take another one of those. And some orange juice.
Orange juice coming up. That was probably somebody from the department. You know, the phones are bad there. Sometimes they call and then they get an incoming call and they have to...
It's him. I know it is.
Eden. Cruz, it's good to see you, Eden.
It's good to be back.
Well, you must be very proud of her, Cruz. Showing everyone what a pro she is by continuing this job in spite of the pressure. You're helping a lot of women out there, you know.
I hope you're right.
Well, I've got to get this copy retyped. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay. Well, she was certainly very nice and treating me like I was an equal.
Excuse me while I put away my shovel. I wish I could stick around for this, but I think headquarters would be a little upset if I were late the first day.
Actually, I wish I could be with you. I mean, it's a moment I wouldn't want to miss.
That's okay. It's going to be tough to be there since it'll be happening, swearing in right in the middle of the program here, so.
You mean the news at noon?
The news at noon.
Listen, I kind of wanted to talk to you about that. I know that you feel pushed into doing this because of what happened to me. And I certainly don't want to make you feel pushed into doing something you don't want.
No, darling. I think that I've known for quite a while now I was going to have to go back to this eventually. I just ended up missing it too much.
I had a feeling you'd go back one day anyway.
Psychic, are we?
I think I'm going to make a special announcement on the news today and tell all of Santa Barbara that the best police officer in the whole world is going to be back on the force, and all those bad guys should really watch out.
You shouldn't do that, trust me. It won't play the way you think. Too biased.
I don't know why.
I love you. Don't push yourself, okay? You got 2 cops here to assign to guard you. That's their job. If you leave the studio for any reason, you take one of them with you. They'll get you home, okay?
Okay.
I'll see you later. Good luck.
Good luck to you, Inspector.
I've got some edits here on the election copy if you'd like to go over them.
I sure would.
Eden, I didn't want to say anything in front of Cruz before, but I hope you're not pushing yourself too hard. I'm not sure that I could have rebounded this quickly if I had been in your shoes. You sure you're ready?
Positive. Let's get back to work.
Dr. Donnelly?
Victoria, haven't we got past Dr. Donnelly yet?
Well, I just thought here in the hospital.
I am your friend.
I appreciate that. And I also wanted to thank you again for having me reinstated as a volunteer.
You're welcome. It was ridiculous that they let you go in the first place. I'm only glad that I could rectify that particular injustice. Especially now that your lovely presence is going to be gracing our hallways.
Well, it's great working with the patients again. I really missed it.
They're lucky to have you.
No, I'm lucky to be here.
Hi, Dory.
How are you? Well, I better get to work. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Yes, you will. It's a lovely lady.
Yeah. Daddy, can I talk to you?
Okay. So, what do you want to ask me for now?
What?
Well, when I see that look in your face, I know you're going to ask me for something. But you'd better get to the point, because I don't have much time.
I was sort of hoping, Daddy, that you would let me off the hook.
What hook?
Daddy, you know what I'm talking about. Planning this party with Zach is causing a lot of tension with Scott.
You can't be serious. Clark is upset about a little party. I knew the man was petty, but I didn't realize
Daddy,
how petty.
Please don't start.
Heather, you made a promise to Zach.
Could care less whether I backed out on this or not. You're the one who manipulated the whole thing.
I manipulated? You got Clark reinstated, and Zach's party was part of the deal.
Daddy, why is this so important to you? Half the women in this hospital would love to escort Zach and be the hostess for this party.
That's beside the point. You made a commitment, and now you're trying to renege because your boyfriend's acting like a jealous child. I don't like what Clark is doing to your independence.
Yeah, that's your major concern right now, isn't it, Daddy?
My major concern is that my daughter is trying to back out of a commitment that she made. I sometimes wonder if I taught you anything while you were growing up.
Yeah, Daddy, you taught me plenty. So much, in fact, that I've been trying to unlearn it for many years.
You brought me here to prove a point. You missed the boat.
And what is the point you think I was trying to make?
Walking me past all these down and outs. I'm not in their shoes.
Maybe not now, but they were all in yours at one time.
What's that supposed to mean?
That they all had families and respectable jobs. They didn't start out as bums.
Uh-oh. Feel a lecture coming on.
That they were all just as clever as you are, too. They didn't think they had a drinking problem. But they were all alcoholics, and instead of facing that, they kept drinking, and they lost a little bit more of their life, alienated a few more people every day, until they finally ended up here. Mason, you're an alcoholic. You've got a disease. Now, you can't cure it, but you can control it. And unless you make a choice to do that, it may take several years, but you're going to end up in the same place as the people you just saw.
I don't know what you want me to say. I've told you, if Julia wants me to stop drinking, I'll stop.
Yeah, but you're not going to stop drinking for Julia. That doesn't work. You've got to stop drinking for yourself.
So how am I supposed to do that?
I'm starting a support group for alcoholics. At my new mission. I'd like you to join them.
Ooh. I never cared too much for groups. Now you've told me that I'm the only one who can stop, so why can't I do it on my own?
Mason, I never knew anybody that was strong enough to beat this alone. You're going to need the support of other people. Now, I'm willing to help you anytime, if you need it.
What have you got for me?
No. What have I got for you? No. What do you got for me?
What do you mean? You owe me, my friend. I have stopped at least 2 internal investigations of you, and I still have the files. So spill.
Okay. There's a heavy-duty team from Sacramento here. They're getting ready to publish your story.
Tell me something I don't know.
Do you already know they're going to be going through the contents in the evidence room with a fine-tooth comb tonight?
I guess this means you've decided to go through with it.
You thought I wouldn't?
I hope you think it over and realize this is not the best time for you to come back.
Stepping on your toes.
Well, it's not my toes I'm worried about, it's your neck.
Why do I have trouble believing that?
Because I don't like your tactics and I don't like your attitude. Still, I used to think you were a great cop, Castillo. But a great cop wouldn't put himself on a case he has personal involvement in. You gotta know you won't be able to keep your personal feelings out of this for long. You are asking for trouble.
Victor, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I hope you do. But I doubt it. I've seen you in action.
Cruz, am I happy to see you? It's past time since you came back to us. I haven't stopped hoping that you would.
Thank you, Chief. I really appreciate the opportunity you're giving me here.
Enough of the party line. Lieutenant, do you mind if we use your office for a few minutes?
Not at all, sir.
Cruz, get your button here and let's make this official. And while you're hanging around, why don't you come in here and witness this?
Yes, sir.
I want to tell you, there are a few people who have shown interest in this little ceremony of ours. I'm sure they'll be joining us in just a few minutes. But I want to tell you how happy I am that you are back. It'll help get the reporters off my back with this maniac that's running around.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
With pleasure. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of a police officer in and for the city of Santa Barbara, according to the best of my abilities.
You know as well as any man I've ever worked with how to use the instruments of the law in a just manner. Congratulations and welcome back.
Thank you, sir. I just want to reiterate that I'm appreciative that you left the door open.
Okay, let's get back to work.
Looks like you got some mighty important friends here, Cruz.
I wouldn't say he's my friend. We know each other.
Mm-hmm. I hope you thought twice about the words in that oath.
I thought more than twice, Victor. I think about those words all the time.
Oh. I guess they slipped your mind the day you attacked the suspect I had in custody.
You know, I made a mistake. That's a fact, of which you have reminded me now a sufficient number of times. As your superior officer, I don't expect to hear about it again. Now, I'm gonna hit the streets. I strongly suggest you take a close look at those video enhancements that just came back from the lab. Actually, it's not a suggestion. It's an order.
You know, Gina, you are one of the few people who could actually wear a hat like this. Unfortunately, so's your husband. He looks so cute.
I need a drink.
Sonny, if you're gonna be Mason, you're gonna have to start acting more like him.
What's that stupid-looking thing on your head?
It's a very expensive hat.
You mean somebody put that in the shop window and you bought it?
It wasn't in the window.
Where's my bourbon and branch?
What has got you in such a bad mood?
I just come back from a counseling session with that nitwit priest.
You mean Father Michael?
Do I know any other priests?
Well, what was he giving you counseling for?
How about my drinking? Fella's beginning to get on my nerves.
Because he wants you to stop drinking?
Yeah. I told him I'd stop drinking. That's not enough for him. Now he wants me to admit that I'm an alcoholic. You ever hear of anything more ridiculous? Well, where's my drink?
Look, Sonny, I think maybe you're spending too much time with Father Michael and Julie. I mean, they're not people we're interested in. They don't have any money.
I know that.
Well, then, I think you should spend your time trying to reconcile with CC. The sooner we get our hands in the Capwell cookie jar, well, the sooner we can start bilking him for every cent he's got.
I can't think about that now. All I can think about is having a drink.
Look, start thinking and stop wasting time.
What I am thinking about is a nice, healthy drink. Now, either you get me one like you promised you would, or I'll turn around and be out of here faster than a frog off a hot griddle.
No, Sonny, no, wait. Wait, what's your hurry? After all, you know, whatever Gina promises, Gina delivers.
Oh, Paul, I understand you're heading north for a few days.
That's right, Lydia, way north. As a matter of fact, I'm going up to Minnesota to visit my family and do some fishing. You know, the lutefisk in Lake Minnetonka are biting like mad this time of year. It's really great.
Sounds like fun. I wish I could join you. Well, still coming up, we've got a beautiful fall weekend on tap, and Paul will be back with highlights from last night's playoff games. After this message, we've got election news with Eden Castillo, so stay with us.
Clear.
Lutefisk. I'll bring you back a lutefisk sandwich.
Good.
And a twins cap. You want a twins cap?
I would love a twins cap.
Yeah,
one for my husband, too.
All right.
Eden, you have a call on line 3? Oh, thanks, Diane.
Go ahead and take it. You've got time.
Okay. Hello, Eden Castillo.
I love watching you on television. But I didn't like that boyfriend of yours, so I got rid of him.
What?
He's gone. I did it just a few minutes ago.
In 5, 4, 3, 2...
Now back to the Emmy Award-winning Santa Barbara.
I'm sorry. On the campaign trail today, the candidates were both gearing up for a big weekend with less than a month to go before the election.
Oh, my God. Somebody call an ambulance. Cruz. Oh, my God.
Good to have you back, Wendy.
Oh, I wanted to come back. I couldn't stay in that apartment another day. It would be like letting that man ruin my life.
It's a very positive attitude as long as you don't push yourself too hard.
I won't.
Well, if you promise to take it easy, I promise to keep an eye on you. And if you need any help or therapy or just someone to talk to, you know I'm here.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll remember that.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it was my fault. I wasn't watching where I was going.
Hey, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Come on, now, we've known each other too long.
Well,
Occupational hazard, I guess.
You know, if this has anything to do with what you and Scott were talking about today, I do not want to be the cause of you two arguing.
Oh, no, it's not your fault, Zach.
I wasn't going so far as to say it was my fault. I don't want to contribute to the problem.
No, you aren't.
Heather, you've done a lot on this party. If you want to get out of it now, that's fine.
You know how to get out of this. What do I do?
Where's Cruz?
Tijuana. How do I know where he is?
Well, I missed his swearing-in ceremony.
Would have been the highlight of my week.
What are you so jumpy about, Keith?
I'm not so jumpy, Julia.
You're a nervous wreck. What's the matter? Is it all finally catching up with you?
What do you know about anything?
I know everything.
You'll help me, won't you?
Why would I possibly help you?
For old time's sake.
We have no old times.
I helped you once.
When?
I must have helped you once.
Never. You've never helped anyone in your life. All you've done is make our lives as miserable as possible.
There, see how generous I've been?
I can't think of a single reason to help you, Keith.
You're a better person than I am. Gotcha.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe so.
You'll help me. I thought you would. Come on.
Confess. That's it.
That's it? Confess?
Yeah.
No deals, no immunity, just confess.
Well, maybe they'll go a little easier on you if you confess.
You've been hanging around that white collar too long. I got a piece of Spanish news for you, girl. The Attorney General is not going to give me an Our Father and 10 Hail Marys.
But maybe he'll give you a break.
You think so?
No, but it's your only shot.
Just confess. Just tell the truth. Tell what happened. That's...
Yeah.
Never crossed my mind, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, you talk, I'll be the witness, you sign it, and then it'll all be over with.
Over. I can't. Can't do that.
Okay, fine. You throw yourselves to the wolves, kicking and screaming. But I got a real busy day ahead of me here because I've got hours and hours and, hours of testimony to listen to.
Wainwright, you know, it's one thing that's I've always hated about you is that you're an honest person, but I think it's going to work in my favor this time. You think there's any way that I can beat this rap?
Not a prayer.
You're telling me the truth, aren't you? I'm a dead duck. A lost cause.
You're a goner, and your goose is cooked.
All right, I confess.
Goody.
Goody? Here, I'm going to spill my guts on the floor for you. You've worked for me, attended my wedding. We've been through thin and thick together, and the most compassionate thing you have to say to me is goody?
I'm sorry. That was an immature response to an unfortunate situation. All right?
Okay.
I'm ready for you to now spill your guts.
Where do I begin?
Why don't you try the beginning?
Oh. Let me see.
When I was 6 years old, more than the world, I wanted a butterfly yo-yo. So I broke into my sister's piggy bank, you see.
That's just a little too far back for me.
I am not a crook. I'm not a crook.
Why don't you start when you were DA for the first time?
I am not a crook.
Yes, you are. And we all know it. We just want to put the details down in writing.
I know. I haven't done anything wrong.
You've done everything wrong, Timmons.
I know why you want this. You want this so you can snuggle up to the Attorney General. Well, you're not going to get it. You are not going to have Keith Timmons to kick around anymore.
Heather, I don't want this party to cause you any problems. Now, you've done the tough stuff. You've organized the restaurant, and you've planned the food. You've got it so well planned that I can take it from here myself.
Oh, Zach, I already feel like I've got so much time vested into it. It's
How are
not...
the party planners doing, huh?
Just fine, no problems. I'm looking forward to it, Zach.
Are you sure?
Positive. I'm gonna go get back to work.
Good. Well, sounds like everything's going smoothly.
I guess so.
I want to tell you, every single member of the hospital board is going to be there.
You're kidding.
Well, you didn't really want to keep it small, did you?
Well, no, I just didn't think any of the board would come.
Well, maybe it took just a little bit of prodding.
Arthur, I really appreciate all your help.
I'll see you later, Zach.
Hello, Arthur.
Oh, so how's the first day back going?
Oh, it is terrific. You know, I like my job at the country club, too. But unlike Hollywood, here I feel that I have something to offer, not just appearance or image or whatever.
Of course you do. You have a great deal to offer. I'm amazed that you ever seriously doubted that.
My self-esteem got pretty low last year, and I'm working at building it up.
Sounds like maybe you've got a goal in mind.
I certainly do. I'm going to pull myself together and get my baby back.
I have a feeling that maybe you're a lot closer to that than you might imagine.
I hope so.
Clark, need to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
I assume that you're aware of this month's surgical conference in London?
Yes, I am. I just read about it in the last issue of the journal.
Good. Then you know about the revolutionary new methods of bypass laser surgery that are going to be discussed. It's going to be really a landmark symposium.
Well, I'm sure it will be.
Well, I hope that you're happy, then, that I've chosen you to represent us. It's going to be the first opportunity that you've ever had to mingle with international experts in surgical procedure. I think you're up to it.
That is terrific. Congratulations. That's great.
Thank you.
London, I wish I were going. I'm going to come back to work. I'll talk to you later.
Speak to you later, Victoria. So, she seems actually more excited about this than you do.
I'm not quite sure what to say.
A simple thank you would suffice.
I know that any other resident in this hospital would give his right arm to have this opportunity. But I also know that I have to be there tomorrow, and I will be gone for 2 weeks.
I've already arranged to have you covered.
Seems like you took care of everything.
I try.
I was wondering, Doctor, is this supposed to be an honor or a banishment?
An order. Go home and pack, Clark.
Dr. Clark?
Wendy, go get Zach right away.
You gotta put him back, Cruz.
Okay, Edie, take it easy and just try and take a deep breath.
No, I'll be all right. You have to find out what happened to Cruz.
All right, Eden, just try to take it easy. Now tell me where the pain is.
You don't understand. I got a call from the studio. It was him. It was the man who raped me, and he said that he got rid of Cruz.
Eden, this psycho is just trying to terrorize you. Now don't let him get away with that. Now you know Cruz can take care of himself.
Please, please.
Okay, all right. Where is Cruz supposed to be right now?
He was on his way to the station, and I hope he got there. Please find out for me.
Okay, all right. I'll make a few calls, and I'll see if I can find him, okay? You just try not to work yourself up too much.
All right.
Edie,
Oh.
just take it easy. Just take some deep breaths.
Some sadist called Eden at the studio and said the Cruz had been killed. Now tell me that there's no truth to it.
I've already got a call about that incident. We don't have any reports of violence involving Castillo, but I've already put out an all-points bulletin to locate it.
You know I want the story on this.
Well, hopefully there won't be a story.
No, I'm not saying that I want Cruz to be hurt, but even if he isn't, there is a story here. Now, the public's particularly interested in this case, and I think they have a right to up-to-the-minute information, don't you?
Hey, we got 36 reporters from all over the state who want it. Why should I give it to you?
Because I'm trustworthy.
Oh, yeah.
I still have a tape of Cruz attacking a man that you had in custody. You asked me not to use the tape, and I didn't. Wouldn't you say that I'm trustworthy?
Okay. Tell you what. I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Father, please. Make me an instrument of thy peace. I want to help Mason. But in my heart, I can't deny that I constantly judge him. Please help me to overcome my resentment of him. So that I may truly be of service to him. And to you.
Anybody here?
What are you waiting for, you idiot? Don't make the same mistake I did. Leave no evidence.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
By the way, did Rosemary Woods really...
Turns with an all-new look in a dazzling season premiere.
I mean, what's there not to like?
Tonight.
From this valley, they say you are going. We
Sonny.
will miss your brother.
Sonny, you have to concentrate.
I'm concentrating, darling.
We have to figure out some way to get you and Cece together.
Nah, it won't work. The old man hates me. I can feel it.
That is not true. He always had very special hopes for you. For Mason. I mean, after all, Mason was his firstborn. If we could just convince him that you're the Mason of his dreams, we'll have the capital fortune in the palm of our hands.
Sugar, we've been talking business ever since I got here, and that's not what I came over here for. I came over here for a party.
Sonny, don't.
Now, Sonny's desperately in need of some inspiration, so why don't you just sit right down here and give me some.
No, Sonny, we will...
Try and relax. Just try and get your breathing regular. I want you to breathe slowly. Slow your breathing down.
I can't.
Come on.
If anything happened to him, I don't know.
No. Scott is out looking for him. I'm sure as soon as there's any word, he'll let us know. Just
have a room ready. We can take her in.
Good.
Eden? Yeah, of course I'm all right, darling. I'm not going to let anything happen to me. You know that.
I was so afraid. He called me.
He was lying. I was never in any danger.
I was...
Oh, come on now. Let's hurry. We don't want anything to happen to this baby.
Saturday, there's new season fun on NBC when a whiz-kid 11-year-old turns out to be a precocious handful for Marion Lester on 227. Then the deacon needs a little heavenly help when he takes over the controls of a runaway jet on Amen. And the Golden Girls are back, and all's fair in love and war when Blanche and Sophia square off over a man. Then Richard Mulligan in an all-new series as a widower coping with 3 grown daughters and his newfound bachelorhood. Empty Nest is full of fun, Saturday only on NBC.